Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 6 of my Football Manager 24 save with Bradford City. If you do go on to enjoy today's episode, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 20 likes on today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so, and it does massively help out. Get your thoughts in as well down in the comment section down below. Now, we have made a new sign-in, but I completely forgot that we fulfilled our registration, the amount of players that we can register, so we can't actually register him at this moment in time. Our form, though, on the other hand, has not been as much of an admin error. We've actually been doing alright recently, so make sure to drop a like on there for me, subscribe if you're new as well, and let's get into it. And that signing then, as of course you can tell by the title, is none other than Billy Sharp. He's officially a Bantam after many different years of murmurs and rumblings that he could be joining Bradford City. He is now officially in, 38 years of age on a 2.5-year contract. Now, I actually thought it was only 18 months. I thought he was only going to be here until the end of next season, but apparently he's here until 2026, which I don't mind because he's already on £400 less per week than Matt Derbyshire. He's on just over £1,000 per week, so I don't really mind it too much. He'll eventually become a coach at the football club as well. Obviously, a lot of proven experience. Hasn't really scored many goals since you'd probably say the 21-22 season, which is, obviously not ideal, but in the Championship, always been a proven goal scorer. And, the last time that he was in League Two, scored 16 goals all the way back in the 2004-05 season, which is at Rushden and Diamonds. I mean, that is a long time ago. That is the season when I had just been born. So that's how long ago that was. So he hasn't played League Two football for a while. I'm looking forward to see how he does get on. In terms of how we've been getting on, though, since you were last with us, we had a 2-1 win away at Wrexham AFC, a 3-1 defeat at home at 2 MK Dons, an absolutely crazy game. They scored the 92nd minute winner, then we scored the 95th minute equaliser, all after Richie Smould had been sent off. They then scored the 97th minute winner, and in the 98th minute to wrap that game up. We also had a 1-0 win at home to Sutton United, a 3-1 win away at Barrow AFC, a 3-0 defeat at home at 2 at Notts County, a 4-0 win away at Accrington Stanley, and a 0-0 draw at home to Forest Green Rovers. In today's episode then, we have Mansfield Town at home, who currently sit 21st in the table, and then also Harrogate Town away, who are currently sat 8th, so a big Yorkshire derby for us in that one. Apart from that, I don't think there's anything else to really update you with at this moment in time, apart from the fact that obviously the signing of Billy Sharp has put us over the wage budget, but just to confirm as well, we actually cannot register Billy Sharp, so we kind of need to sell a Matt Derbyshire. I mean, I even tried to terminate his contract, but we've got no transfer budget left to even do that, so it's not really going well. Billy Sharp might play at some point in this campaign. If not, we've got him for the 2 years after that. Let's waste no further time though and get into match day number 1. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for the first game of today's episode at home to Mansfield Town. We've got Walker in goal, a back three of Nate, Kelly and Walsh, with Gilead and Wright as the wing back, Smallwood and Evans in the midfield, with Patterson slightly ahead of them two, and then we have Kavanagh and Cook leading the line. On the bench we've got Doyle, Platt, Tomkinson, Ward, Poynton, Young and also Cassidy. Bobby Poynton's life at Bradford City so far hasn't been amazing. 2 assists in 7 appearances, 4 of them being starts. Both of them did come in the same game, I think away at Accrington, don't quote me on that. So he has kind of struggled really to make that step up back into League Two at this moment in time, but he's still a long-term project for us. Also, Richard Nate has basically told us that he is exploring his options at the end of his contract and won't be renewing with the football club, which is a shame, as when I signed him, it only let me offer him a 1-year deal because I think of his injury record, I would assume, and he's done really well for us. I would like to have him here for next season, regardless of what division we're in, and unfortunately, he is now exploring his options. I do expect a big summer rebuild, obviously, after the end of every first season. Hold on, I'm going to pause that there. Look at some of the quality in this Mansfield squad. Dwight Gale, Keeler Dunn, Will Swan, Lewis Brunn, Aidan Flynn, Callum Johnson, Christy Pym in the starting 11. On the bench, you've got Hewitt, Reed, and Tom Nichols as well. How are these just above the relegation zone? Absolutely mental. But yeah, as I was just mentioning there about the transfer window, after the end of every first season in any save, I always have a big rebuild, get my own players in, get rid of some of the other players as well. And obviously when you're in the summer, it's much easier to sell players because it's very rare that you actually go around and sell players in the League Two January transfer window. But we are now underway for today's game. It looks like Mansfield are playing a 4-2-3-1, a formation which for the large part we have struggled against so far this season. They currently sit 2 points above the drop zone. Nigel Clough obviously got a sack. Mark Bonner has come in, and so far, I mean, they're a very happy for us to have the ball. We've had over 70% of the ball so far, but neither side have really done much with it. We have dropped back down to 4th in the table. We're currently 4 points off top, 2 points off Wrexham in 3rd, but they have taken the lead against Tranmere. We were 3rd going into this game, but we've got a couple of suspensions, injuries, which is why obviously you see Wright and Gilead filling in at wing back for us. You know, we've got a couple of players unavailable at the moment. Sam Stubbs broke his ribs, so he's going to be out for the majority of the season as well. So it's a big opportunity for Kelly and Platt to both step up, because in my opinion neither of them are going to be good enough for next season. I'm pretty sure Matty Platt is already exploring his options for next season anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much, but I'd just like to see through the pair of them who's the better of the two. But Callum Kavanagh has raced through here, and he kept himself on side. I feel like he has, and Callum Kavanagh has opened a score in there just before half time. I thought he was going to be a couple of yards offside there. It's brilliant play from Andy Cook, who gets himself yet another assist. He's been very important for us so far this season. A great ball through, and it must be the left back that's keeping Kavanagh on side, but he slots it away past Christy Pym at that near post, and it's Bradford City 1, Mansfield Town 0. That should just about be enough to see us through into half time. I think this is Richie Smallwood's first game back since a 4-match suspension, which was obviously unideal, but well done on controlling possession so far. I am very happy with that. So we'll get underway for the second half. Think about a couple substitutions which we could maybe make as well. I don't think Swanson is currently fit, and I'm pretty sure Brad Halliday is suspended, so neither of them on the bench, and Gilead is tiring and on a yellow, which is not ideal. Corner there cleared away by Mansfield, only as far as Tyreek Wright. He looks inside for Walsh. Gilead's going to hit one, and Alex Gilead is going to find at the back of the net. I was just saying there about we need to maybe bring Gilead off. He's tired, he's on a booking, he's not necessarily playing well, and he's found his second goal of the season there with an absolutely brilliant finish on the edge of the box. It's a nice layoff there from Walsh, and he's just probably outside the penalty area there. It's curling away from Christy Pym. He stands absolutely no chance, and it's now Bradford City 2, Mansfield Town 0. We have doubled our lead in this game, but now the Stags are going to look to come forward straight away and try hit us with an instant response. Nicely cut out there by Kieran Kelly, who is having a pretty good game at centre half, and he's not really played there much this season. He has traditionally played as the left centre back. We've moved back up to 3rd in the table as well, as Andy Cook finds Alex Patterson. He looks for a ball into Kavanagh. He's going to hit one, and that is well saved by Christy Pym. He could have maybe reversed that pass back into Andy Cook's path. He decided not to, and now Lee Evans will take this corner as he's taken over Kevin McDonald's shirt number. It's a good save there from the goalkeeper, and eventually they do get a free kick, and Richard Nate goes into the book again. Former Stags man. We've got a couple former Stag players, that's the right terminology, in our squad today, and we'll wait and see what happens from this free kick. It's going to go just over the bar, and now we will look to make a couple of substitutions, see what we've got available on the bench first. I think Poynton is going to come on, and we'll drop Patterson a little bit further back. Bobby Poynton is going to come on for Lee Evans, and Poynton will go in as the number 10 and play as an advanced playmaker. Alex Patterson, though, will drop back and now be more of a attacking central midfielder. We're also going to bring off Nate for Platt, give both Kelly and Platt an opportunity in this one to play as a stopper. 2 stoppers in there, which I'm not too sure how it will go. Maybe one more change for now. I'm thinking Andy Cook can come off for Ryan Cassidy just to keep things fresh, because Cook has had a really good game and I just want to keep him fit, fresh and available for the next one. We are slowly picking up more and more bookings. Poynton and Kelly, the 2 most recent players to do that. Obviously, Poynton only just come onto the pitch. We still got a lot of tired players out there. Smallwood is now going to come off, though, for Charlie Ward, who's found himself with some decent goal-scoring form recently. And then our final change of the game, Jonathan Tompkinson, is going to come on for Kieran Kelly just to help us see that game out and add a little bit more quality into the defence. Kieran Kelly had a really good game. He's on a yellow card, though, and I do just want to be wary of that. Free kick here for Mansfield, which Pym sends long, looking for Nazuri. Well cut out there by the Bradford City man. Kavanagh does lose it though, and Keeler Dunn goes inside. Well won though by Walsh, and now Kavanagh slips it through for Ryan Cassidy. Big chance, and it's a big goal from Ryan Cassidy. Between Cassidy, Young and Kavanagh, they've all been rotating as that strike partner for Andy Cook, but maybe we have a future partnership here with Kavanagh and Cassidy. A great ball through from Callum Kavanagh, and a really, really good finish that from Ryan Cassidy on his left foot for his 14th goal of the season. If the 3 points were ever in doubt, they're definitely not now. Bradford City 3, Mansfield Town 0. It's been a very comfortable, straightforward win for us. We've got the job done at home in front of our fans. We've closed the gap between us and top of the table as well, down to 2 points, and there is a little bit of a gap opening up between us and 5th now as well. But great win there for us. We got the job done. Let's move on to the second game of today's episode. Fingers crossed we can sell a player in between there to one of the non-league teams, or maybe even try and just pay him off, but we've got no transfer budget to be able to do so we kind of need the player just to be happy to walk away, which seems very, very unlikely, because I want to register Billy Sharp and I want to get him some game time. He is signed for the football club, but whether he plays or not, I've no idea. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for the second game of today's episode away at Harrogate Town. A couple of changes with Sam Walker starting in goal. Jonathan Tompkinson, Kieran Kelly and Joe Walsh is your back three, with Swanson and Richards coming back in at wing back. You've got Gilead and Patterson in the midfield, Poynton slightly ahead of them, and then Kavanagh and Cook leading the line. And once more on the bench we've got Doyle, Halliday, Nate, Smallwood, Ward, Evans and also Cassidy. So quite a midfield based bench, I would say there. We're going quite attacking from the off, hope to get a couple of goals ahead by half time, then we can defend, sit in that second half and just get the job done. Big Yorkshire derby for us. It's very rare that we have two positive on-camera games in a row. Former Bantams Levi Sutton and Matty Daly start. You got Matty Folds on the bench as well. No Anthony O'Connor in the matchday squad for Harrogate, which I think is a massive loss for them. In real life he was excellent for them in the season just gone by, but I trust all the boys to go out there and get the job done. A fixture which in real life sparked protests and scenes which no one really wants to see. You know, that was obviously very peaceful, no one really wants to see, but it was kind of had to be done, and then we ended the season very strong. So fingers crossed this is the game which on Football Manager can really kick us on and we win every single game between now and the remainder of the campaign. After this episode we'll probably come back for the final 2 games of the season, unless there is some major drama between now and then. It looks like it is going to go right down to the wire between us, MK Dons and Wrexham. You would expect Stockport to probably go on and achieve promotion, but I guess you do really never know. Regardless of that though, we need to focus on this game and the here and now, as Harrogate are looking to build some nice football here. Matty Daly picks it up, he's going to take the touch out of his feet, he's going to strike, he's going to find the back of the net as well. A 9th goal of the season for Matty Daly. I think a priority for me in the summer transfer window is definitely a goalkeeper. I'm happy for Sam Walker to be my backup. Colin Doyle won't be getting another playing contract next season, but that is really, really poor. I think he's got to get down a lot quicker than that. It's not like it's right in the corner, and it wasn't exactly hit really hard. I think that's really, really poor goalkeeping there from Sam Walker, and another strike he should probably save. It does see us now drop down to 3rd in the table. Obviously, please don't say you've just done that, Swanson. Goodness me. I mean, we paid so much money for this guy to come in on loan, and he's been nothing short of a disaster, really. He's been absolutely terrible. Well, we'll put Poynton over onto that right-hand side to play as a winger. It's not ideal, but we're down to 10 men, 40 minutes in. I know it's a derby and you've got to be up for it and everything, but there's absolutely no need to go and crunch someone like that, Swanson. He has been a really, really poor sign, and that's probably a reason why star rating isn't too relevant, because as much as it gives you a good indication, especially at League 2 level, your judgment of players is not going to be perfect, and sometimes players who are not traditionally the best rated on the game perform very well. And so far this season I would probably go and say I agree with that. Andy Cook on paper, not necessarily our best finisher, but has been our best finisher this season. So it's all just really about your system, your tactics, and it's certainly something that I'm coming to learn more, that your overall star rating doesn't actually matter too much. Half time anyway, we're 1-0 down, we've got 10 men, it's raining, you've been terrible so far. I just feel bad for them fans who are crammed into that horrible away end, and we're getting beaten once again by Harrogate. We always seem to struggle against Harrogate in real life, and it seems like it's translating over into the game. I can't remember what the score was in the reverse fixture, but I am thinking about maybe a potential formation change. We might go to a back 4, potentially. We're going to go to a Christmas tree formation with 10 men, so we've got 4-2-2-1. We're also going to put Tompkinson to play as more of an inverted fullback, and then Richards, we can tell, just to get up and down the pitch, absolutely bomb forward. We are going to make a couple of changes though. Cassidy is going to come on for Andy Cook and lead the line as the advance forward. Ward is also going to come on for Callum Kavanagh and play as the number 10, and we'll make one more change for now, which is going to see Smallwood come onto the pitch for Alex Patterson, who's not having a particularly great game. We'll play him as a ball-winning midfielder. Gilead will play as more of a supportive ball-winning midfielder. Then triple change and the formation change. Let's hope that I'll also go on to attacking as well. Let's hope that this is enough to spark some sort of interest in these boys, because right now it's been nothing short of poor. 10 minutes have gone by and still nothing else is really changed. I don't really know what more we can do. Halliday's now going to come on for Tompkinson, and we'll play him as an attacking wing-back. We'll actually keep JT on. We'll bring Walsh off instead. Play Tompkinson and Kelly as our back four, and Evans is also going to come on for Gilead in the midfield and play as a deep line playmaker. There's just under 20 minutes left on the clock plus stoppage time. Can we get back into this game as Walker sends a ball long, easy header though there for Harrigan. It eventually falls to Lewis Richards. He goes out wide into Bobby Poynton. We need some magic from the star boy. He gets to the byline. He's going to cut it back here and find Richards. It's a poor pass, but Richards does well in the end to win it back, and that's really poor there from Evans. Our subs haven't come onto the pitch yet. Now, for some reason, Halliday's playing centre-back. I really hate when it does this. Why on earth would I want Halliday at centre-back and JT making overlapping runs on the right? Absolutely baffling from Football Manager, and it could actually cost us here, as Odo is running at Halliday. He cuts it across, and that's a good save from Sam Walker. Fingers crossed the players can actually go into their correct positions now. They are now in their correct positions. Apparently Walker's having a good game. From what I've seen of him, he's made saves that he should make, and the goal he should have definitely saved. 15 minutes left on the clock. Can we get back into this game? Goal kick for Harrigan. Sykes picks up the ball. It's a poor pass though, and Smallwood intercepts. Evans finds Poynton on that right foot. Can he get a shot off? He's won a penalty. That is the most blatant spot kick you will ever see. No Andy Cook on the pitch, so who's going to step up and take that responsibility? It is going to be Ryan Cassidy. He steps up, sends Belshaw the wrong way. We're back in this game. Just over 10 minutes left on the clock. Ryan Cassidy has his 15th goal of the season. Scored in the last game. He scored in this one. We've now got just over 10 minutes to go out and find a winner, and fingers crossed we are going to be in a position to do so. Yes, we've got 10 men, but these, with all due respect to Harrigan, are the type of games we should be winning on paper. If the result had have stayed how it was prior to that penalty, they would also move into the top 7 as well. Lee Evans now to take this corner, right-footed in swinger. It seems like we are happy to run down the clock a little bit, which I'm not particularly happy about. I want to be winning this game. Evans ball in, Tompkins lays it off for Poynton. It's pinball in the penalty area, and it's Charlie Ward who's fired it into the back of the net. I genuinely was lost for words with the amount of pinball that was going on there inside the 18-yard box. It's a poor corner in really from Evans. Tompkinson lays it off for Point and he strikes. It's blocked. It comes to Ward. Touch out of his feet. Finds the back of the net. May I remind you, he's only scored one career goal to date before signing for Bradford City, and now he's got 4 already this season. He's scored quite a lot recently, and as it stands, we are top of the league. Good header away there from Tompkinson. Fold now lays it off to Odo on the edge. And thankfully for our sake, it goes just over the bar. 10 minutes is added on at the end of today's game. Absolutely mental. We're going to put them on defensive and hope that it's enough to see the game out. As you can see here, we are top of the league and there's now a 3-point gap between us and 4th place. We're in the 11th minute of 10 added on. We've managed to see it out, get the job done. A big win away at Harrogate. Some late drama, a red card, a late winner from Charlie Ward, but we'll absolutely take that. Maybe it was the formation change. Maybe we need to play with 10 men more often. We've got the job done. Thank goodness for that. And that should hopefully, I mean, Swanson's probably going to get a 3-match ban for that. We'll appeal against it anyway. We've also been fined for ill discipline. But hopefully this is now the start of the running. I mean, MK Dons have won their game. Did Stockport lose? Stockport lost at home to MK Dons, so they've dropped all the way down to 4th, and Wrexham got a 1-0 win away at Grimsby. I'd certainly think this is going to go right down to the wire. But thank you all very much for watching today's video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 20 likes. As said at the start of today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you're new as well. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed. If you haven't already, with that post notification bell on, it's free to do so, and it does massively help out. Get your thoughts in as well down in the comment section down below on my new signing and any tips really that I can try and use to actually get him registered for the squad. But thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon for what could be our final couple of matches in League 2. Peace.